Hey guys, what's going on? It's TrevorNev here, and I feel like it's been a while since I actually made a video because all of my videos that I have been uploading have all pretty much been from live streams from Twitch, which has been a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun doing all that stuff on Twitch. I made a lot of cool friends lately, and I just had a lot of amazing people just supporting me and being by my side and just being there when I needed them the most. And a lot of people have pulled through a lot. I just want to say, as the year's coming to an end and as we start a new one, I just want to kind of like reflect a little bit back in the beginning of 2023 and kind of talk about what's going to be happening moving forward in 2024. So this video may be a longer one just because I want to talk about some of the things that happened from the beginning of the year until the end of the year. So it might be a little bit longer. So I hope you guys enjoy this type of video, as it will be kind of long. I was originally going to use my camera to kind of record this video, but my batteries were dead because I haven't used the batteries or my camera in a while. I had the tripod set up next to me, so I just thought, well, instead of just waiting so long for the batteries to charge, why not just do it using my OBS software instead? And then the intermission screen as well. Anyway, so I just want to talk about the people that I've been really thankful for and the opportunities I've had, and then we'll kind of like reflect back on what happened at the beginning of the year till now. A lot's happened this year. A lot really has happened. So I really want to thank a lot of my mods for helping me out with my last few streams. They have been super supportive. They have constantly been monitoring everything to make sure everything's been running good on Twitch. Sobergraph is one of them, and another one is my friend Casey. If you guys want to personally thank them as well, my Discord is in the bio. You guys can go in there, and if you want to say thank you so much for helping Trevin with his channels and stuff, I know they'd be really thankful. They know that they're always appreciated because I always mention about how appreciative I am that they're there, and they're very supportive. They really are. So I appreciate them a lot, and I think I really did choose two good people to be moderators for my channel, because it's not easy to trust people, especially when it comes to moderating your channel, because you don't know what could happen. So I think I chose really good people for that. Another thing is I really want to thank my parents. My parents have been there a lot these last few months. They've always have been there for me when I needed something, but they've been there for me a lot, especially in these last few months. If you guys remember back in the about late August, early September, I was sick and I ended up in the hospital. I had a liver issue, and then I had mono. Well, my mom basically paid my bills for me because I was gonna be out of work for a bit, and I was out of work for like at least 10 days, all of them unpaid. And I knew I was going to be struggling financially, and then I was going to have to worry about groceries. I was going to have to worry about my gas. I was going to have to worry about like trying to survive, basically. My mom, I didn't ask her. I never asked for money, and she stepped up to the plate and she said, "Hey, I want to pay your bills for you because I really don't want you to be behind, because I know you will be." And then my dad said the same thing to me, but my dad said he wanted to pay for my groceries, he wanted to pay for my gas and any food that I wanted to go get, just so I could live, basically. So both my mom, my stepdad, my dad, and my stepmom, all of them helped me out in all that time, and they've been helping me monitor my health lately. And I am on almost 6 months of no drinking alcohol, as they did say that alcohol was like at least 90% of the reason why that my liver almost failed, and I almost died, is what they told me. Basically, I was almost dead because my liver was just such in bad shape. And I genuinely think that even though my mom and dad and we don't all see eye to eye on things, we get into little arguments like most families do. They really have been there for me, and I appreciate them just sticking around and helping me out through it all. I love them a lot, and I appreciate everything they've done. I don't agree with a lot of the way that I don't agree with a lot of the things that they say, as they really don't agree with me either. But at the end of the day, they just are there, and I appreciate it a lot. Helping out your parents especially goes a long way. This whole summer, basically this whole entire year, I've spent a lot of my time helping them with projects around their house, both of their houses, and I don't want to say this is their way of repaying me, because the amount of money that they paid could never be repaid back. It was a lot. It was a lot of money, and there is no way I could repay them back. But I decided to get them $50 gift cards each because I thought that they deserved something for spending almost in total about $1,200 on me. I think my mom alone paid like at least 800 to 900, and my dad paid at least like 300 or 400. Yeah, I'm very appreciative of that. The next person I really want to say thank you to is my friend Sobergraph as well. Sobergraph has really been there for me through it all. Even though Sober and I, we get along very well. We're basically brothers, is what I would say. I give him a lot of shit sometimes, but that's just because that's just what friends do. Anything that I've ever said to him has never been intentionally like to be rude or anything, and he knows that. He would literally vouch on that anything I say is never to be rude. Anything that I say is just all out of pure jokingness. He's always wanted to do collabs with me, and he's always wanted to do versus content with me. He wanted to be a moderator for me, and I let him. I think it's really nice having like a friend that actually wants to do content with you, because doing content by yourself isn't exactly the easiest or the most fun. It's kind of relaxing to like do content by yourself sometimes, but he's been wanting to do like a lot of content with me, and especially because he knows that I've been in like a really bad funk in the last few months with my depression. So he's been stepping up and like, I want to do more content with you, I want to stream more games with you, and he's been coming up with like a lot of games to do content with. A lot of those projects will be coming. There's a lot of versus content that'll be coming, and a lot of other content that'll be coming, but a lot of it right now is just kind of Twitch streaming. That's just what I've been focusing on a little more, but I still have more stuff coming out too as well. And now if we go back to from January till May, Exodus and his fiance lives with me for about 8 months, I believe. I will say that living together was really not the easiest solution, but that didn't stop us from being friends. It didn't like cause any issues between us living together. It just was a really hard time, and they can agree with that for sure. Living together was not the easiest thing to do. There were a lot of times where we argued and we bickered and we had just a lot of issues, and I think since they moved out, I think our friendship's been a lot better, because when you're living together, you're constantly worrying about who did what's going on. Sometimes communication wasn't always a thing either, but I feel like with a lot of roommates in a lot of places, that's just a natural thing. Like, you don't mean to do that. It's just kind of like, it just happens basically. And I've been on my own for a while, so I never really communicated either of what was going on and what was happening. So I'm just kind of used to the independent zone where I didn't have to tell anyone about my business at all. So, and they were starting to get used to it. So I think once that they moved out in May, everything just seemed better. You know, we're all still good friends. We all talk and stuff. Freddie and I just hung out, I think, a week ago, and we had fun. They've been going strong with everything that's been going on with them. They've had a lot going on. I talked about in July that Freddie had a kid. Their kid is about 5 or 6 months old now, I think. I think 5 months old, because she was born July 11th. So it's almost 6 months coming up in 2 weeks. So they've been going strong. They are actually going to be moving in a few months. They're still going to be in Ohio for a little bit, but they're moving to another apartment complex that's 45 minutes away from me. So won't see them as frequently. But yeah, I'm very happy that they're getting everything together and that they're focusing on their future. It's really great to see that. I'm happy for him. Another person I really want to thank is Tyler, a friend Attacking Toucans. It was crazy how I went from being like a 13 or 14-year-old watching a YouTuber who at the time wasn't the most appropriate channel to watch. I've been watching his content for 14 years. And just at the beginning of January, possibly early February, we started talking more, and then we started doing these collabs together. We did Super Mario 64 versus, we did Super Mario Sunshine versus. A few days ago, we were just commentating with each other when he was playing Balloon Tower Defense 6. We've played Uno, but we played it off stream, and we did another recording that hasn't been out to the public yet. I appreciate the friendship that him and I have. He's been giving me a lot of helpful tips. He's given me a lot of advice just about personal life stuff, things that he's done that could help me improve my life, because he knows about my life quite a bit, and he wants to help me be better, and I appreciate that. Yeah, never in the 14 years that I've been a fan of his content did I ever think that him and I would be making content together or being friends or doing anything. I never thought it would happen. It's just so great that him and I did become friends, and turns out him and I actually have pretty good chemistry when it comes to commentating and doing content with each other. I just appreciate a lot of it, and we've in the personal talks that we've had off of camera, like off Twitch or off YouTube. A lot of it's been very helpful. He's mentioned before that he's glad that we became friends as well, and he's glad that he's actually said that he's been inspired by some of the things I've done as well, and that made me feel really happy because that's my goal as a creator, is to inspire others and to help others, and that actually made me feel really like happy about that, and I'm very thankful for the friendship him and I have had. I really am thankful, so thankful. So yeah, 2023 wasn't exactly the best year, considering that I've been going through a lot ever since I left the hospital up till now. I've had a lot of issues. I've been sick a lot this year. I was sick in the beginning of February, but that was just a cold because of the weather. I was getting sick because of the cold. I was sick for like 3 or 4 days straight. And then I started getting a little bit sick in July, but I think those could have just been allergies. I'm not really too sure, but I know I wasn't feeling the best in July either. And then August came around. I felt horrible with my sickness. I couldn't work. I could barely stand. My vision was getting blurred a lot. Breathing was difficult. I was getting hot and cold all the time. I was getting nauseous. I threw up quite a bit. And then in the hospital, I started feeling better. I think that's just because they've been putting like a lot of IVs. They had to put an IV in my arm, and they had to put like a lot of liquids in there in my arm, in my body, because my skin was just so yellow. I was just so dehydrated. And they had this, I forget what they call it, but it wasn't water. It was this clear liquid stuff that was in like this big bag, and it goes in your arm, and it's supposed to help with the nausea. And that helped me get by, because there's no way I could have fought that nausea. After that, after a week of me being off because I couldn't take any more time off, I had to go back to work, and I still had to leave early. I still had to. It was getting to the point where my job wanted to fire me because of this going on. I basically was like worrying about losing my job because I needed my job. I got to pay my bills and stuff like that, and it's not easy in today's economy, especially trying to pay your bills when you can't take time off of work, when you have no PTO or sick time. So it was getting to that point where they wanted to fire me, because even after I got back to work after being off, I still had to take time off. I still had to leave early because I still didn't feel the best. There were people that fought for me though. There were people that fought for me that like really believed in me. So they fought for me to help me keep my job, and that's why I still have it. Ever since from September up till now, I just haven't been feeling the same. I have been getting sore throats randomly. I've been getting sick randomly, and it's just been a non-stop thing since September. I'm hoping that this gets better soon, because I really hate having to feel sick all the time. But I'm thankful to be here still. I'm thankful that I still have a life to live, and that I still have a future that I can improve on. There's just so many people that like deserve a thanks for sticking around and being there for me. There's a lot of people that have had my back this whole entire year. Like, honestly, there's a lot of people that have had my back on a lot of things, and I've been there for a lot of people too. I do my best to be there for anyone that I can, because I don't think anyone deserves to struggle, or I don't think anyone deserves to be in a spot that they can't get themselves out of. That's what I think. I want to improve my life. I want to do better for myself. In 2024, I want to start doing better for my mental health, especially. I want to start going back to the gym. I was going to the gym last year from January until April or May with my friend Kevin. Kevin got into a relationship, and he quit going to the gym because he was my workout friend. And but I've known Kevin since I was 6, but him and I worked out a lot in those months. And ever since he quit going, I quit going. And it's not the easiest to go by yourself, because you have no one there to help push you and help you do better. So it's kind of like you're just relying on yourself, basically. I was talking to Tyler last night about this. He said the best way to help motivate yourself to do better is to think about what you want to do with your life, how you want to push all your dreams into a reality. And he said working out was the best way to do it, because it helps you push yourself to motivate you to do better. And he's right about that. So I'm going to start going back to the gym again. I'm going to start losing more weight. I'm going to start making better health habits. I really want to push my dreams, and I really want to keep going with music stuff. I want to keep doing better with content, and I just want to improve my life. And that's what I'm going to start doing in 24. Planet Fitness actually has a membership for $10 a month. I'm actually gonna consider doing that. I think the first month's $1, so that's what I'm gonna do for that. Also, I hope everyone's Christmas was really good. I had a pretty fun Christmas. I got some new clothes. The shirt's new. I got some stretchable jeans because I hate jeans. I hate clothes that make me feel restricted. And the jeans I have on now, they are pretty flexible, so they're not as restricting. I'm more of a sweatpants kind of guy in the winter, and like I like to wear basketball shorts in the summer and sometimes the spring as well when it's not too cold. So I like to wear clothes that are like baggy and like they're more flexible on me so I don't feel restricted. I got really nice clothes for my parents. I got some really good scented colognes because I'm a cologne person. I love cologne. I wear cologne every single day. If anyone ever met me in person, you guys would know I wear cologne. You will, if anyone ever meets me, you guys will smell cologne on me because that's all I wear is cologne. And then my mom got me this chair. It was a really cool chair. My old chair is over there because my cat likes to try to scratch my chair, so I put that one over there just so if she wants to scratch it, she can. And also, if this one ever had any issues, which God forbid it does, I still have that one. I'm going to try to make sure that the chair stays in good condition. My cat likes to scratch things, so I put a blanket over my chair every night before I go to bed and even before I go to work because I do not want this chair getting scratched. It's really comfortable. It has a leg rest, so I can rest my legs, and it has like a little back massager thing in the back. And it's really nice. It's a lot more pricey than my old chair. So I'm definitely making sure that this chair stays in the best condition for a very long time. I've had a lot of fun with doing VR as well. I've been getting back into VR. And made a lot of friends through VR chat. And I've had a lot of fun experiences with new people. And I appreciate the people that are from VR chat. They checked out my channel quite a bit. And I appreciate that as well. I've had a lot of people that supported me. I've had a lot of people that had my back when people try to start fights with me. Because it's happened on VR chat. Because people on VR chat are not exactly the most mature people. But there are the rare cases where there's actually people that are mature. Let me know how your guys' Christmas went. I hope you guys had a really great Christmas. Let me know what you got. I'm kind of curious to know what you guys got for Christmas. And also, what are your guys' New Year's resolution goals? I can't wait to see those because New Year's resolution goals, I don't really believe in them too frequently. I believe on daily life goals. New Year's resolutions, though, are basically from what you start in the beginning of the year and like if you have a dream that you want to pursue, how you see yourself, basically. You see how you want that mission or campaign or whatever to be accomplished by the end of the year. So I guess mine is to just be in better shape mentally and physically. But yeah, let me know what your guys' New Year's resolutions are. Can't wait to see them. But I think that's going to be it for me, guys. Like I said, thank you all to all of you that have supported me throughout this whole entire year. To all my friends, thank you guys for being my friends and being there for me. And we just look out for each other. I appreciate it. Thank you to my mod team for helping me mod my channel on Twitch and my Discord. It's been very much appreciated. Thank you to my parents for helping me out when I was in the hospital and wasn't able to afford paying my bills. And to just help make sure that my health was back to where it should be, to where I can actually do things again, and just taking care of me. And thank you to all you guys that have been sticking around and watching the content I've been making, checking out the streams, and just saying hello, or just let me know your feedback on my covers or my gaming videos. All the feedback is always appreciated. So, that's it, guys. I hope you guys have an amazing New Year's. I'm Betrevin F, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.